Hey Joe, congratulations on being taken. Just wondering first off, just your emotions right now, just kind of what you're feeling after being drafted by the Chargers.
Yeah, obviously extremely excited. Couldn't be, happier to be part of the Chargers organization. Getting ready to make this next step and go out and compete. I couldn't be more excited for this next opportunity.
We just talked to Joe Ortiz and Jim Harbaugh. They said it's going to be the best five linemen that play up front. Are
Mhm.
you comfortable if you have to move to right tackle? Just what are your early thoughts on that?
Yeah, of course. Whatever coaches want, I'm happy to do and excited to go and get better at what position that means and just get ready to get back to work. That's what I'm looking forward to.
And then last one for me, your dad obviously was a tackle in the NFL. How has he kind of mentored you throughout your life? And is he okay wearing powder blue considering he played for the Chiefs?
Yeah, I think I'll start with the last part. I think my dad's definitely right wearing powder blue. My dad is he's everything to me. He's allowed me to become a man and taught me how to play football and taught me how to do it on and off the field. My dad's everything. I couldn't be more grateful for him and what he's allowed me to learn and taught me this game of football. So he really means everything to me.
Thank you.
Yep.
Let's go to Joe Reedy. Go ahead, Joe.
Joe, congratulations on being picked in the top five. I think first Notre Dame player since Rick Meyer to go in the top five. So pretty big accomplishment.
Thank you.
Just what were the meetings like with Joe Ortiz and Coach Harbaugh like during the combine, and then seeing a couple of the assistant coaches during your pro day?
Yeah, I think the big message was just watching the actual tape of offensive line play and what do we need to work on, what do we like, the thoughts and possibilities of playing right tackle and that going forward. So that was kind of the general conversations what we were having in the meeting.
Just also, you started playing right tackle when you were a freshman at Notre Dame?
I did. I played a little bit in like fall camp and stuff, and then my only snaps were at left though.
Okay. Just how much of an adjustment do you think it'll be going from the left side to the right side?
Yeah,
If that's
yeah. I don't think it'll be a huge adjustment for me. I've practiced this during this combine prep, preparing to play right side. So I think it's something I'll be able to do if that's what the coaches would like.
okay. And then just last thing for me, what was the adjustment like? Because you started under Coach Kelly, but then when Coach Freeman and his staff came in, just any big changes as far as offensive line play between the two staffs?
The biggest change was probably the offensive line coach. We got a new offensive line coach with a new staff, so that was the biggest change. But for me, I was lucky at Notre Dame. We had a lot of coaches who kind of came from the same offensive line coaching tree, so it was a lot of similar lingo and things that they want us to work on. So it wasn't a huge transition for me from coach to coach.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Daniel Popper.
Hey, Joe, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you transitioned to offensive line once you got to Notre Dame. You're quarterback and tight end in high school. Just how valuable was it to play different positions, in high school? Do you think that's affected your game as an offensive lineman?
Yeah, I think quarterback was huge when it came to understanding a full defense, understanding all three levels. You got your D line, your linebackers, and safeties. And safeties really tip a lot when you can kind of read the coverages and what they're, how they're rolling down. So that kind of gives you a better understanding of what the entire, defense is going to do. Tight end was huge for me when it came to the athleticism and just being able to stay light on my feet while I was growing. Being able to have a little bit of fun catching some passes, but also, the majority of it was, pretty much a glorified tackle on the outside. So it was it was good to kind of slowly transition to tackle as my weight kind of added on.
Was your expectation always that you were eventually going to play offensive line or not? And how did that sort of come together after you got to Notre Dame?
Yeah. I was always kind of a bigger bone child. So I was kind of on the heavier side. I was a heavier freshman and sophomore, and then I grew. So I was really skinny. But I think I kind of knew from the beginning that when I did grow that the weight would kind of get put back on. So I knew offensive line was in my future.
And then just how much room do you still have to grow as a player? Obviously, you have 3 years under your belt in college playing offensive line, but not a ton of experience relative to maybe some other offensive linemen coming out. How much room to grow as a player is there?
Yeah. I love hard work, and that's what I'm always going to do. And I think there's always room to improve. I take it one day at a time and try to get a little bit better at something each and every day. Specific things I'd love to improve my strike each and every day. I think that's something that can really neutralize the defensive end and really get them on their rush pattern. I think I can always try to work on playing lower. I got a tall frame, but it also comes with a lot of benefits being longer. And I think I have a lot of athletic ability to be able to play with that length. So and always being able to play lower in the run game and just working on my strike continually in the pass. Those are kind of my two things.
Thanks.
Yep.
Let's go to Chris Rim.
Hey, Joe.
How you doing?
Good, good. For you, did you anticipate, sorry if you might have been asked this already, but did you anticipate that you could be going to the Chargers throughout the pre-draft process? Does it seem like a place you might end up at?
Yeah, I did. I felt like I had a really great interview during the combine and kind of, had a good time with Coach Harbaugh and the staff, and was able to, really talk about offensive line play in the future, and then also my pro day as well. So, I definitely thought it was a possibility.
Yeah, the Jim said something like you brought the best out of them, and even from the way you bit your Chick-fil-A sandwich or something like that, like you stood out to them. Like, can you take me through what that pre-draft conversations were like, what those conversations were like, how they went?
Yeah, I think, the best part for me was a lot of offensive line talk. That's what we were talking about. And, that's what I know best. It's what I've, grown up watching and doing. So talked about a lot of offensive line play, talked to the film from like last year, things I need to work on and improve, and things that I was doing well. And then just continue to discuss, maybe the possible position change going forward. So, that was kind of the things we were talking about.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I guess that Chick-fil-A part wasn't about you. My bad. I could have that so wrong.
No, that's all right.
But how would you describe yourself as as a player, your strengths, what you do well, what you like to do?
Yeah, I think I have a unique size with an athletic ability. I think my ability to mirror guys in pass pro and use my length is, something, one of my strengths. I think I have the ability to, stay on guys in the second and third level, but also being able to, fit in on double teams and take, man-to-man reach blocks and backside cutoffs on the run game are kind of my strengths. So, I play to my strengths. So I think is my size, my length in pass pro, but also know when I have to get low and get physical inside.
And last one for me, have you heard from any Chargers yet?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the phone call, I spoke with them, and I've just kind of been getting in touch for what the next few days hold.